Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you trading those? Whoa. Make sure you watch this video before you get into any trading that you're willing to do. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blessed Applesauce. I'm here to bless y'all with another video. Today we're going to be talking about trading and things you should know before you ever get into a trade. These are some major tips here. So if you're planning to do a trade, make sure you stay tuned to the whole video, and I'll show you my 5 major tips that you definitely need to know. Rule number 1 is do some research on your shoe. Let's take the flu game, for example. You need to know exactly what type of flu game you're looking for. Looking for an older version, a newer version. Understand exactly what it's going to run you. Flu games, from what I've seen, they're probably going to run you like 260, lower 300, somewhere around there. That's a good price range for those. But a good website I definitely recommend is Kicksworth. You can just type in the shoe that you're looking for, and it'll give you a basic price range. It'll let you know the height value of that shoe. It'll let you know when it cools off, what the price range you're going to be looking at, and then also over time, as the shoe gets a little older, what you'll be looking at, the value of your shoe. So I definitely recommend check that website out if you want to get a brand new trade, man. So that's going to be rule number 1. Rule number 2, and this rule is for people that are actually going to get your hands on the shoe before you actually do the deal. Make sure you check the condition of the shoe. Don't just look at pictures before you get into it. Make sure you actually get your hands on the shoe. Make sure you feel around the shoe. If it says dead stock, if somebody says it's going to be dead stock, make sure they're dead stock. You don't want anything beat. Check the sole. Look all around the shoe. Make sure it looks nice. Put it on your feet a little bit. Make sure you can wear it. Make sure it actually fits you before you actually go through with this trade. I mean, of course, have the money in hand, but also look at the shoe. You got to make sure the product you're getting is actually good, man. So that's rule number 2. Make sure it looks good. And this is going to bring up rule number 3. Rule number 3 is kind of similar, but there's a couple of different cases that you need to do with rule number 3. And rule number 3 is make sure the shoe is real. I don't imagine how many times I've seen a person get a fake shoe. I've seen it every now and then. Somebody goes out and buys this fake shoe, and it's just like you walk around and everybody's just, those are fake. Those are fake. Oh my gosh. So make sure you check and see if your shoes are real. With Jordans, for example, I would really check the sole. Make sure the sole is good looking. Check the tag of the Jordan. Make sure the strings are looking good. Make sure the back is how it's supposed to look. And basically, you can do that by just doing some research on the shoe you're looking for. That brings you back to rule number 1. Actually do some research. Actually understand what the shoe looks like, because with these fakes, they make them look very good, and then they'll switch up a couple of things here and there to make it fake, and it doesn't look good. You really shouldn't be paying for those at all. So make sure you check your shoes and actually understand exactly what your shoes look like, and make sure you do not do a fake deal. It's the worst thing you can do in the world, man. All right, so that brings us to the very next rule of today, and that is bargain. Make sure you're bargaining your shoes. So let's take the flu games again, for example. Somebody offers it to you for $260. Make sure you can try to get them a little bit lower. The first value that they give you is not the lowest they're willing to go. So try to shoot for maybe like a $230. There's nothing wrong with saving $30 here and there. Shoot for maybe say like they offer $260. Let's say maybe like $240. See what they say. They may be like no. They'll be like yes. And then if they don't, then try to shoot for maybe like a $250. See if you can get the thing as low as possible. And if they're giving you some ridiculous price, they're saying the flu games are worth $370, and you know good and well they're not, be sure to walk away. There's nothing wrong with walking away from a deal. Maybe they'll come back and lower the price to something that you're willing to pay. It's better to walk away from a deal and save some money than to buy a ridiculously expensive shoe. So make sure you know exactly what the shoe is worth and be able to walk away if the shoe is just ridiculously high. So that's going to be rule number 4, man. Rule number 5, the one everybody has been waiting for. And that is, if you like a shoe, just go for it, man. Again, we've been using the flu games a lot. Let's use them one more time. If you're a flu game lover and you just love the flu games and you weren't able to get them the day they release, I mean, there's nothing wrong with splurging a little bit. If you can only find them for like $300, I mean, that's you. That's your money. You love the flu games, possibly maybe your favorite Jordans of all time. So go for it. Those are the only ones you can find, and you really like the shoe. Just put out the money. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're willing to pay that much, go ahead. You love the flu games, you love the historic background behind them. There's nothing wrong with spending extra money here and there. So that's gonna wrap it up for today. If you like the tips here, hit the like button. Also comment down below what tips you recommend for people that are willing to trade their shoes. It's been your boy, Blessed Applesauce. Stay blessed, and I'll see y'all in the next one.